Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Mansfield haunting. This is a very well-known episode that was featured on Paranormal Witness. So if you guys are a big fan of Paranormal Witness like I am, then you may have seen this episode. So the lady in this photo, if you guys haven't seen it, her name is Amy and she has a daughter named Alyssa. They were featured in this episode of Paranormal Witness. So the story goes that they were driving one day and they came across this beautiful mansion that had been derelict, abandoned, the paint had chipped and the trees had overgrown, windows were broken, but Amy instantly fell in love with it. As she needed a new place anyway, she thought that this was perfect. So Amy saw that there was a for sale sign going to auction, so Amy got so excited and she called up and placed a bid. However, her daughter wasn't too happy about it as she got a bad vibe from the mansion. So if you guys watch Paranormal Witness, you will know that they don't show the real houses because they like to keep the privacy. So this picture right here is the actual house. The picture that I showed previous to this is also the real house. So this is the real mansion. So if you watched this episode and you were curious to see what the house looks like, this is what it looks like. So Amy won the bid and she got to work straight away. She went to the house mainly at midnight after she had finished work, and it was quite dark as there was no neighbours around. It was quite a derelict area, so there was really nobody around. It was just Amy out there. So Amy got to work straight away, but she noticed that when she was reconstructing the house that weird things began to happen. She would hear weird noises, and one night she was working on the house and she heard a banging sound and it creeped her out, so she went in her car and she left. However, the next day when it was morning and when it was light, Amy returned to the house as she was curious. She thought maybe an animal was in the house or maybe a squatter, so she searched the whole house and she couldn't find anything. She was really confused and she just thought, oh, maybe it was just an animal that got in somehow and now it's gone. I guess she just, brushed it off because she didn't want to think anything was going on at that point. So Amy and her daughter moved into the house officially, and Alyssa was really scared. She had bad feelings in her stomach, but she made herself get up and she got courage and she took a video camera with her and she went to explore the house. I think she went to the basement and all of a sudden she just went stone cold and she felt breathing behind her, and she looked behind her and there was this man behind her. She just ran because she was scared for her life. Now, Alyssa did tell her mum what she saw, but Amy just brushed it off and thought that maybe it was a bird or something, and Alyssa just agreed with her, but Alyssa knew that there was something in the house. So one night, Amy and Alyssa, they were making food downstairs in the kitchen when all of a sudden they heard a massive bang coming from upstairs. Immediately, Alyssa was scared and Amy just grabbed a knife and she went upstairs. Alyssa was behind her, but Alyssa was too scared, so Alyssa ran out of the house. Amy, however, knew she had to find out who or what was up there, so she went up there. She looked in every single room, and she found nothing. After that, Amy really did wonder if her house was haunted. So I'm going to skip the story a little bit. So if you guys want to watch the full episode and find out what happened from the beginning till the end, make sure you watch the Paranormal Witness episode. I will link it down below if I can find the link. So Amy decided to do some research on her house and she found out that her house had been used as a training school. It had also been used as a nursing home, but it wasn't just any nursing home. The staff were violently attacking the patients, killing them, drugging them. There was also sexual abuse going on in the house. Children had died, people had lost their lives, and it was pretty brutal. Amy had recalled that the basement was the worst place of the haunting, so she decided to go down there along with her son and her son's wife. They went down there and they found this chest of some sort, and they didn't want to open it, but they decided that they needed to open it because it was there when Amy bought the house. So they opened it, they caved it open, and they found bones, the remains of a child's body part, and Amy was absolutely horrified, and that I guess, could explain the haunting and why it was so bad in the basement. Despite the haunting, Amy still lives there. Her daughter Alyssa decided to move out as she couldn't deal with the paranormal activity. The paranormal activity is still ongoing, but the way Amy sees it is, it's her house and she's not leaving.